Let's practice speaking from Cambridge Book 9, Test 1. First question is, what games are popular in your country and why? My answer would be, being a huge and diverse country, literally all the major games of world are quite popular in India. Interesting thing here is that though hockey is our national game, still people are crazy for cricket. Other games that are liked by Indians are tennis, chess, kabaddi, and many more. Second question is, do you play any games? Why not? My answer would be, to be honest, my hectic schedule doesn't allow me to play any games. After working for whole day, I don't have any time left to spend on sports. But yes, when I was in college, I used to play cricket on a regular basis. Now, let's go to the third question, that is, how do people learn to play games in your country? My answer would be, I think people in my country have a lot of options for learning sports. First thing that comes to my mind is physical education as a subject in many schools. Most of the schools in India have facilities to train students in various sports. Also, there are many professional academies and stadiums where people who are better off in sports can get quality coaching. This makes sure that their potential is utilized to the maximum. Fourth question is, do you think it is important for people to play games and why? My answer would be, oh yes, of course. Sports play a crucial role in people's life. First of all, sports help us to remain fit. Needless to say, regular practice of any outdoor game will keep our body in shape. Secondly, it's a welcome change from our dull and monotonous life routine, and it easily provides us an avenue to release of our stress and tensions. On top of that, it adds to our social skills like discipline, team spirit. Overall, I can say that nobody should miss a chance to take part in sports. Cue card is, describe an open air or street market which you enjoyed visiting. You should say where the market is, what the market sells, how big the market is, and explain why you enjoyed visiting this market. My answer would be, although supermarkets and malls are quite prominent nowadays, and people usually prefer them over street markets, still there are many street markets that have not lost their place. One of them is Ranak Bazaar in Jalandhar city, which is definitely quite close to my heart. Reason for this special liking can be attributed to the memories that I have with this amazing shopping place. One striking feature of this market is that it's a weekend market, which means that you can visit it only on Sundays or Saturdays. This street market is relatively famous among people of Jalandhar and surrounding areas for providing quality clothes at an affordable price. Mostly local vendors who are from the city sell their goods, and that too at a very less cost. Now, despite its small size, which covers around 100 shops, it conveniently caters to nearly all the needs of a lot of middle class people in my hometown. I still remember that I used to visit this market along with my grandmother when I was just uh, 13 or 14 years old. The major attraction for me at that time was a toy shop where one could get any toy for a small amount of 5 rupees. I would spend a lot of time choosing the most beautiful doll for my dollhouse. For my grandmother, it was an occasion to bargain. Yes, an interesting part for shopping at a street market is to negotiate on the price. You will start with a high price, and if you are really good with words, you can get the products at half the price. Strange. I really miss those days. As of now, I buy most of my clothes from a supermarket, and sometimes I even try online shopping. Hopefully, I will visit this market again in near future. So that's the end of cue card. Now we will move to the discussion questions. First question is, do people in your country enjoy going to open air markets that sell things like food or clothes or old objects? My answer would be certainly yes. There is a large number of people who choose open air markets to buy a variety of goods. If I'm not wrong, they find these markets convenient to reach and possibly more suitable for their budget. The next question is, which type of market is more popular and why? Now, my answer would be, frankly speaking, vegetable and fruit markets are the most popular ones. Reason being, it's the place where you can get fresh vegetables and fruits, and that too at nearly half the price. Now, next question is, do you think markets are more suitable places for selling certain type of good? And why do you think this is? My answer would be, looking from the perspective of local vendors, street markets are the suitable choice. As vendors are unable to pay hefty rents and other overhead expenses like that of ACs and staff, and most of the time they are able to sell off their goods in a day or two, which can only be possible in a street market. Now, the last question is, do you think young people feel the same about shopping at markets as older people? Why is that? So, my answer here would be no way. For youngsters, branded clothes and accessories are the main attraction. For this, they tend to shop at malls. Saying this, it is also a fact that some specific type of street markets, like that of artificial jewelry, still attract a lot of young people. Except for these, uh, mostly young people avoid street markets. On the other hand, this is not the case with older people, for whom these markets are still the number one choice. Thank you.